This morning, we're checking out a vintage dress pop-up shop featuring famed LA fashionista Christos Garkinos. Hello.
Hi. Morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so happy that you're here. So many people, they know your name because of the Bravo show Dukes of Melrose, filmed in California.
Exactly. Filmed in California with my store, and I dressed over 13,000 women in my career.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So
And
lots
of weddings too.
Lots of weddings. So
and second
safe
weddings.
To say you know what you're doing. Second weddings, third weddings.
We're lucky to have you here and bring some of these accessories to Chicago. You're known for really unique vintage pieces. So who are some of the most coveted designers?
Well, I mean, obviously Chanel's #1.
Yes.
Oscar de la Renta. For weddings, like Oscar de la Renta, Monique Lillier, a vintage Dior dress, those kind of are the real, ones that can look like that. So if you don't want to pay the price, you can find something that looks like that.
So the classic timeless designers.
Timeless designers, yes,
that
exactly.
So anyone that decides to go vintage is obviously deciding to do something different and out of the box, and they want to stand out. So when you're shopping for a wedding dress, what is something you should keep in mind?
Well, I think that, like, you know, you can do vintage, but make sure you still look modern. Because I think if it's like too costumey, it's like, you know, everybody else is dressed like in some way. You kind of walk down looking like you're in a 20s gown going dun 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 dun. Like, you don't want to do that. What you want to look is like, make sure the dress feels very modern. Despite it having a vintage appeal.
That's a good tip because your guests aren't necessarily going to be dressed like that.
They'll be like, am I at the wrong wedding? What happened?
Your photos might not look right.
Right, exactly.
And you have a pop-up this week at Marquesa here.
At Marquesa, which is the newest, hottest restaurant in town. I sound like Stefan from Saturday Night Live. And it's on Wells Street, and I'm at the 3rd floor, which is a Parisian apartment.
Oh.
It's incredible. The restaurant's incredible too. So.
I didn't even know that existed, a Parisian style apartment.
I'm in heaven there. So come on down there today and Thursday from 11 to 5.
So what are some of the things that you're bringing today?
Well, I brought some of my baubles and stuff from my show. So, you know, pearls are a big part of a wedding. This is Chanel from the early 80s that you could wear, something like borrowed.
Wow.
So this is, do you want to wear Chanel? Can I put this on you?
I mean, please.
Okay, so a little Chanel.
You never have to ask to put Chanel on me.
That's good. And something blue, a pair of Chanel sunglasses, which of course are chic as you're leaving, you know, for your honeymoon, waving to everybody like, bye, I'm off to Bali. So that's what
fabulous.
You do. And so I'm building on the metallic theme. You probably saw on the runway this, from Paris, neon's huge. So nothing better to have a neon Chanel bag to kind of leave with as you're going. We'll pair it with something from the honeymoon collection over there as you're leaving to say goodbye.
Okay.
So I had a friend who told me that when you purchase a Chanel bag, you're supposed to purchase one that's a statement piece and not necessarily like a black or a white because it's supposed to stand out.
That's good to know.
Disagree.
Disagree. Okay.
I think you should have like the first off get the standard one, the 2.55. It's called 2.55 because she created the bag in February of 1955, Coco Chanel. And that's the ones to get, the standard black ones to start off with. Like your basic black dress.
Okay.
Every woman needs to have a good black dress in her. Same with Chanel bag.
So we need a black purse in our closet.
Those cost $5,000 versus like a dress that could be $55. But I always say, like, don't have coffee for 2 years and you're going to have a Chanel bag.
Oh, wow.
Right? Isn't that the truth?
That's good.
That's a lot of caffeine on this now.
Exactly. So the bags are this one, and then I thought for a white bag. I'm Greek. When Greek girls are getting married, people give them money, so why not carry a white Chanel bag so you can put all the cash inside as you're like, you know, getting money from your guests.
There you go.
That happens.
Okay.
And this is the newest accessory for, you can take that.
I'm just going to hold this.
So I thought for flower girls, like, why carry a basket? Carry a Chanel bag and, like, you know, kind of walk down the aisle, like throwing flowers, like, and there you go. Then you could come here and we do the jam spin and someone could win the bag. How about
Felicia,
that?
this matches you. Really.
Oh,
There you go.
I got it, girl.
This is gorgeous.
Okay.
I got her. I got her.
All right, dresses. So this is obviously the most important. There you go.
Ooh, that
I've
looks
lost
good,
them.
Felicia.
They're in a Chanel heaven.
We belong together.
All right, so these dresses are incredible. I could see from the other side of the studio just the material.
Material. This is a lace dress. This is from Loris Azzaro from the early 80s. So 80s are really big as a trend, and it's also like not to the ground. It's like a 3/4 length dress. So this is great for a wedding. Again, it's vintage, but it doesn't feel like it's a vintage dress. You know.
There we go.
These are all pieces you can find with my brand, coveted by Christos, which is my vintage brand. Now then, you're leaving.
Beautiful.
Oh, your second dress of the night. I encourage a change.
Dress?
The party dress. So this is a Chanel dress.
The change.
Isn't that great?
That's amazing.
So this is the dress you come out with, and like you can kind of put on your sneakers with it, you know, and kind of dance with like your guests. So that's what I do.
We only have a few seconds left.
Okay.
I see this kind of looks like classic Chanel.
You're leaving in the car to go on your honeymoon. This is the dress.
That's very Jackie
And then
O.
this is actually not Chanel. This is Miyake, but this is like
I love
when
that.
you're cover up on your Bali vacation. So you have this, and you have your bag, and you're good to go.
Oh,
for
Love it.
at least 3 years.
Christos, please come anytime you want.
Okay.
Covered by Christos takes place today and tomorrow at Marquesa in River North. They'll be open from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. Go to marquesachicago.com is where you can find all of the info.